and welcome back to my channel. And here we are, it's now January, but I'm going to be doing my December journal pages, last one in my album, and I'm going to be using Oh What Fun from Traci Reed, as I've been using all her collections throughout the year for the journal. I was in two minds whether to use a stamped title, because that's what I've done through every month this year, or whether to use the December that was included as one of the stickers. And I think now, having stamped it out, I'm going to use the stamped one just for the consistency, although I did like that. That may turn up somewhere on the page. I've got a few embellishments there to do. I have my two pattern papers. I've got some of the pattern cards to use as usual, my books and audio books all printed out, and my record cards. So I will pop you on fast forward and do a voiceover, that's the word I'm looking for, and explain to you what I listened to, because I listened to a lot during December, and what I read in December and which one was my favourite. So over we go to fast forward.
So in December, I actually, as I say, listened to a lot of books rather than did reading, because I was creating my December book, December daily, whatever you want to call it. I didn't have as much time for reading, and also we did an awful lot. So when I did have some downtime, I was using it for doing scrapbooking. And so I listened to audiobooks, and what I really enjoyed listening to were The Mistletoe Murders, which was actually from Audible. It's one of their free ones if you subscribe, and there were 3 different ones, and they were really good, really fun stories, except that I listened to number 2 first, but never mind. So I listened to number 2, went back to number 1, and then listened to number 3. In addition, I do tend to try and read Christmas books in December, although the first book that I read in December was The Honey Witch, which was a lovely book. Can highly recommend that. Very gentle read, and it didn't make my book of the month, purely because I felt that my book of the month ought to be a Christmassy one. And I love Heidi Swain's books, so I made Heidi's Christmas book my number 1 read, as it was really enjoyable read. So that was my books for the month. As you can see here, I'm doing exactly the same on these pages as I've done for all the others. The month I've stamped out and made a banner, and then I've mounted that onto one of the pattern cards, and then used the pattern cards to mount the other pieces that I've got there, including a photo of me reading. As I say, I tried to do a photo of me reading in a different place for each of the months, and this month, of course, it had to be in front of the fire with some of the Christmas decorations showing, and just a peek of my nutcracker, which is about 4 foot tall, and that I've always wanted. Well, I wanted one like that for a long, long time, and this year I managed to actually get one, which was fun. And then in this space here, as you can see, as for all my other layouts, I'm doing a little embellishment cluster. So I use one of the labels, a present, a mug, one of the word strips, and I think I tuck in a little gingerbread man as well in a minute. Just have a look. And I had the little snowflakes, I just dotted those around the page. So I put everything into position here, and then, sorry, excuse me, I will stop the camera, stick it all down, and then show you it finished. Yes, there we go, all finished, everything in, and there's my book of the month. There we are, Heidi Swain, Home for Christmas, which is in a series of books that she has set in Norfolk. I really enjoy these. Has to be my book of the month for December, because I've read every one that she's written over each Christmas, and they always are my favourite book. As I say, all the other books that I read, apart from The Honey Witch, were Christmassy ones. And as you can see as well, I read 4 paperbacks, 4 audios, and 4 ebooks. So that worked out quite well. So onto the right-hand page, and this striped paper is absolutely perfect for making the shelves. I wanted to cut some of the stripes that would contrast well with the red background paper, so didn't use the ones that had red on. I think I used the green and black ones, although that top, I don't think that top, I think that's green. They're all green and black or green and blue. Because I had so many books and I'd actually printed them out a little on the large side, I needed 4 shelves. So what you'll see me do here is just decide how I want this all laid out. I like to, as you've seen in previous videos, put embellishments onto the shelves as well. So which I forgot as I was laying this out. So you'll see that I put 4 books on each of the shelves, and then think, aha, I need some space here. So put in a 4th shelf, which I was Don't know why I'd cut, well, fortunately I had cut that one, so I was able to use it. I was going to put all the audiobooks together. Oh yeah, the fourth audiobook I read was The Ice Children, which was a bit strange. It was a children's book, and it was very all about climate change, basically, in a child-friendly way, but it was a bit of a strange book. Did I enjoy it? Partially. I don't think I'd recommend it. If I was to give it stars, I think I'd give it 3 stars, because it was quite well written, but just a very, very strange story. So here you can see me moving things around. I thought I'd have a stocking hanging off the shelf, but you'll see in the final pictures I decided against that in the end. It was just a bit too much. I like the radio, so I thought I'd put that in because it could stand in for the audiobooks. Okay, I listened to them on my iPad, but it will do. And the string of lights also didn't make it to the final cut because it looked too busy, but I did like the snow globe, glass of wine, as well as the hot chocolate, and of course we had to have a Christmas tree, and I think what else do I add in? Oh, some flowers, of course, the Christmassy flowers, just to add some of that blue into the layout as well. So there we are, all stuck down, and there's the other page as well. So that's my 2 pages done for this year, for December, which finishes off this year, and popping them into the book. And I'll give you now a quick flick through. Obviously need to stick those 2 together. So from the beginning, going through, and as you'll see, I did keep it quite consistent. I need to do something on that page, which you'll see at the end. I do something quickly just to finish it off. So I think I really like how this all looks. There we go, those 2 need to be stuck together. So there we are, that's my album finished. I have just popped that from Traci Reed's bookish collection on the last page with a couple of stamps from Syncopation Design just to finish it off. And this page here, again, this is another of the pages from Traci's, I think it's from the journal collection. Just printed that out and popped that there to go on the back of the March page. So a year's worth of reading. I had thought about doing a page with how many books I'd read all together, perhaps doing that there. But to be honest, I'm over it now. I may do a 12 by 12 layout. In fact, I think I've already done a 12 by 12 layout. Yes, I have, for Traci's launch of Bookish. So I'm going to stop there. I need to just put a tab in there to show it's what it is for when it goes on my shelf. And there's a year's worth of my reading. So thank you very much for joining me through this year. Thank you for watching today's video. If you've enjoyed the video, please give me a thumbs up. If you don't already subscribe, I'd appreciate it if you would. And I look forward to seeing you again soon. All links to Traci's products are in the description box below. Thank you very much. Bye bye.